and return to the fire. When heated through again, add 1 cupful of cream. Serve hot with croutons. Sago soup. Wash 1/2 cup sago in warm water, add desired amount of boiling broth, meat or chicken, a little mace, and cook until the sago is soft, and serve. Salmon soup. Take the skin and bones from canned salmon and drain off the oil. Chop fine enough of the fish to measure 2/3 of a cup. Cook a thick slice of onion in a quart of milk 20 minutes in a double boiler. Thicken with 1/4 cup of flour, rubbed smooth with 1 rounding tablespoon of butter. Cook 10 minutes. Take out the onion. Add a saltspoon of pepper, 1 level teaspoon of salt, and the salmon. Rub all through a fine strainer and serve hot. The amount of salmon may be varied according to taste. Sorrel soup. Wash thoroughly a pint of sorrel leaves and put in a saucepan with 2 tablespoons of butter, 4 or 5 of the large outside leaves, a sliced onion, and a few small sprigs of parsley. Toss over the fire for a few minutes, then sift into the pan 2 tablespoonfuls of flour and stir until blended with the butter remaining. Transfer to the soup kettle and pour in gradually, stirring all the time, 3 quarts of boiling water. Cook gently for 15 or 20 minutes, then add a cupful of mashed potato and 1 of hot milk. Season with salt, pepper, and a little nutmeg. Have in the soup tureen some croutons of bread toasted brown. Pour the hot soup over them and serve. The sorrel should be cut in fine pieces before cooking. This is one of the delicacies of early spring, its slightly acid flavor making it particularly appetizing. Tomato soup. Put 1 quart can of tomatoes, 2 cups of water, 1/2 level tablespoon of sugar, 1 level teaspoon of salt, 4 whole cloves, and 4 peppercorns together in a saucepan and simmer 20 minutes. Fry a rounding tablespoon of chopped onion and half as much minced parsley in a rounding tablespoon of butter until yellow. Add 2 level tablespoons of cornstarch. Stir until smooth. Then turn into the boiling soup and simmer 10 minutes. Add more salt and pepper and strain. Tomato soup. Into a saucepan put 1 quart can of tomatoes and 2 cups of broth from soup bones. To make this, cover the bones and meat with cold water and simmer slowly for several hours. Add to tomato and stock a bit of bay leaf, 1 stalk celery cut in pieces, 6 peppercorns, a level teaspoon of salt, and a rounding teaspoon of sugar. Cook slowly until tomato is soft. Meanwhile, put a rounding tablespoon of butter in a small saucepan, and when melted and hot, turn in a medium-sized onion quite fine. When this has cooked slowly until yellow, but not browned, add enough of the tomato to dilute it, then turn all back into the larger saucepan. Mix and press through a strainer to take out the seeds and bits of vegetables. Reheat and serve with small croutons. Tomato soup, corned beef stock. Put 1 quart canned tomatoes on to boil. Add 6 peppercorns, 1/2 inch blade of mace, and a bit of bay leaf the same size. Fry 1 sliced onion in 1 level tablespoonful butter or beef fat until slightly colored. Add this to the tomato and simmer until the tomato is quite soft, and the liquor reduced 1/2. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon of soda, and when it stops foaming, turn into a puree strainer and rub the pulp through. Put the strained tomato on to boil again, and add an equal amount of corned beef liquor, or enough to make 3 pints in all. Melt 1 heaped tablespoon butter in a smooth saucepan. Add 1 heaped tablespoon cornstarch, and gradually add part of the boiling soup. Stir as it thickens, and when smooth, stir this into the remainder of the soup. Add 1 teaspoon salt and 1/4 teaspoon paprika. Reserve 1 pint of this soup to use with spaghetti. Serve buttered and brown crackers with the soup. Vegetable broth. Take turnips, carrots, potatoes, beets, celery, all or 2 or 3, and chop real fine. Then mix with them an equal amount of cold water. Put in a kettle. Just bring to a boil, not allowing it to boil for about 3 or 4 hours, and then drain off the water. The flavor will be gone from the vegetables and will be in the broth. Vegetable soup. Take 1/2 a turnip, 2 carrots, 3 potatoes, 3 onions, and a little cabbage. Run through a meat chopper with coarse cutter and put to cook in cold water. Cook about 3 hours. If you wish, you can put a little bit of cooking oil in. When cooked, add 1 quart of tomatoes. This will need about 6 quarts of water. The most nutritious soups are made from peas and beans. Vegetable soup without stock. 1/2 cup each of carrot and turnip cut into small pieces, 3/4 cup of celery cut fine, 1 very small onion sliced thin, 4 level tablespoons of butter, 3/4 cup of potato cut into small dice, 1 1/2 quarts of boiling water, salt and pepper to taste. Prepare the vegetables and cook the carrot, celery, and onion in the butter for 10 minutes without browning. Add the potato and cook for 3 minutes longer. Then add the water and cook slowly for 1 hour. Rub through a sieve, add salt and pepper to taste, and a little butter if desired. White soup. Put 6 pounds of lean gravy beef into a saucepan with 1/2 gallon of water and stew gently until all the good is extracted, and remove the beef. Add to the liquor 6 pounds of knuckle of veal, 1/4 pound ham, 4 onions, 4 heads of celery cut into small pieces, a few peppercorns, and bunch of sweet herbs. Stew gently for 7 or 8 hours, skimming off the fat as it rises to the top. Mix with the crumbs of 2 French rolls 2 ounces of blanched sweet almonds, and put in a saucepan with a pint of cream and a little stock. Boil 10 minutes, then pass through a silk sieve, using a wooden spoon in the process. Mix the cream and almonds with the soup, turn into a tureen, and serve. Wine soup. Put the yolks of 12 eggs and whites of 6 in an enameled saucepan and beat thoroughly. Pour in 1 1/2 breakfast cupfuls of water, add 6 ounces of loaf sugar, the grated rind and strained juice of a large lemon, 1 1/2 pints of white wine. Whisk the soup over a gentle fire until on the point of boiling, removing immediately. Turn into a tureen, and serve with a plate of sponge cakes or fancy biscuits. This soup should be served as soon as taken from fire. Chestnut soup. Peel and blanch the chestnuts, boil them in salted water until quite soft. Pass through a sieve, add more water if too thick, and a spoonful of butter or several of sweet cream. Season to taste, and serve with small squares of bread fried crisp in butter or olive oil. End of Soups. Read by Denny Sayers for LibriVox in Modesto, California, Spring 2006.